The wind howled across the burning ruins of Solaria City. Flames licked the steel towers, and crimson embers floated through the air like falling stars. Amid the destruction stood a lone figure, Kyle, the Skyblade warrior, his once silver armor now cracked and stained with ash. His sword, Eclipsera, pulsed faintly in his hand, whispering the remnants of ancient power. Above him, the sky split open, a dark rift swirling with violet lightning. From it descended the being responsible for everything, Lord Vaynar, the fallen guardian of the heavens. His wings of shadow blotted out the moon. His voice echoed like thunder. "You cannot defy fate, Kale. Even gods kneel before me." Kale raised his gaze, his golden eyes reflecting both pain and resolve. "Then I'll break fate itself," he whispered. As he spoke, memories flashed before his eyes, his fallen comrades, his mentor's last smile, the people of Solaria crying out for salvation. Every loss had carved a scar in his heart, but also lit a flame that refused to die. The ground trembled as Vaynar's power tore through the sky. Lightning cascaded, and Kale was thrown back. His sword skidded across the stone. The villain laughed, spreading his colossal wings. "You are but a spark in the storm, mortal." Kale knelt, clutching his chest. The air around him shimmered with fragments of his shattered energy core. Yet in that moment, he felt something. A whisper from beyond, the voice of his mentor, Master Rin. "The sky doesn't end where you stop flying, Kale. It ends where you stop believing." Those words reignited the spark inside him. Kale staggered to his feet, raising his trembling hand toward the sky. The wind began to stir again, swirling faster and faster. The shards of his energy core floated upward, forming glowing wings behind him, wings made of pure light. Vaynar's laughter faded. "Impossible. Skylight Ascension has been lost for centuries." Kyle didn't answer. His wings flared brighter, illuminating the shattered city below. With one mighty thrust, he soared upward, higher, faster, until the flames below looked like fading lanterns. He clashed against Vaynar mid-air, their blades colliding with a shockwave that split the clouds. Each strike carried Kale's will, his anger, his grief, his hope for everyone who had fallen. The sky became their battlefield, streaked with trails of light and shadow. "You fight for ghosts," Vaynar roared. "I fight for the living," Kyle shouted back, pushing through a surge of darkness. Lightning exploded around them, throwing both back. Kyle's wings began to flicker, his energy running low. Vaynar raised his hand, gathering a storm of void energy big enough to erase the planet below. Kyle looked down. He saw Solaria's remaining lights, faint but still burning. And in that moment, something inside him awakened. His heartbeat synced with the pulse of Eclipsera, and the sword's crystal core glowed white-hot. Eclipsera. One last flight. He poured every ounce of his soul into the blade. The wings behind him burst into flames of radiant gold, transforming him into a blazing comet streaking through the night sky. Vaynar hurled his storm forward, but Kale cut through it, slicing through shadow and lightning alike. The collision lit up the entire horizon, darkness and light spiraling together like twin dragons. When the light faded, only Kale remained, drifting upward toward the moon, his armor cracked and glowing. Vaynar's voice echoed faintly before fading into nothing. "How can a mortal surpass a god?" Kyle hovered in silence. His wings were dissolving fragment by fragment, but his face was calm. He looked at the moon, now pure and bright once more, and smiled. "For them, I'll always rise." He closed his eyes, and his body transformed into thousands of shining feathers that drifted down to earth, glowing as they fell over Solaria like starlight. Each feather restored what had been destroyed, fires extinguished, broken towers reformed, and the people who once wept now looked up in awe. A small child pointed toward the sky and whispered, "Look, the hero touched the moon." Years later, legend spoke of the warrior who defied fate and restored light to the world. They said when the night sky shimmered with golden feathers, Kale's spirit was still there, flying higher than the heavens, watching over humanity. And somewhere beyond the clouds, where stars whispered ancient songs, a familiar voice echoed. The sky doesn't end where you stop flying. The wind carried the rest.